the future of my cattle operation is hinging on no longer being here. It's the thing that I wanted to do the most in the world, and it seems it's being taken away from me. Guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. Another beautiful day here on the farm, and I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on. I've started having health troubles and started not feeling very well. This is not really something that I like to talk about, but I think I need to share it with you because it's important, because I don't know where I go from here. I don't know whether I continue the beef operation here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I can't eat it anymore. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna explain this to you guys, and if you have this or have family members that have this situation, this same disease, and it's a disease, let me know. Post some comments down there. And I'm in the research phase. I just found out this morning, and yeah, it's a bit of a blow to a cattle farmer to have alpha-gal. Alpha-gal is a condition where I can no longer eat beef, pork, or lamb, or basically any meat product from an animal on the hoof. And potentially, I have an allergy to just being around cattle. All right, folks, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. I'm a little bit hoarse. Like I said, I have not been feeling well. I'm going to give you my symptoms, and I just told you what the condition is called. It's called alpha-gal, and it is a syndrome that that's derived from an allergy to, I believe, a sugar that's produced in hooved animals. Not in people, but in animals with hooves. Not with chicken, not with fish. So it's not a sentence to not be able to eat meat anymore, but it is a sentence to really watch what I consume, because it could potentially harm me and send me into an anaphylactic shock reaction. So if you don't know what an anaphylactic shock reaction is, it's the fight or flight in your body, and it makes your throat close up and could potentially be life-threatening. Again, I do encourage you guys to post comments down there. If you have this condition, it's called alpha-gal. There's a lot of information out there on the web. I have friends that have alpha-gal. Some people, and even my stepfather has it. There is a tick out here amongst us here in North Carolina, and my neighbor has it also. There's a tick called the Lone Star tick. Now, I pick ticks off of me all the time. I worried about whether it was Lyme's disease or whether it was Rocky Mountain spotted fever. What the heck was going on? If you guys don't know, I haven't been feeling well for months here, almost a year. I've had what I felt like it's called I've had a lump in my throat. I've had tightness in my throat, tightness in my chest. I'd wake up panicking in the middle of the night, feeling like that I couldn't breathe, feeling like I had reflux, but I don't have heartburn. So I initially went to my gastroenterologist, which I don't go to the doctor, man. I'm not a doctor guy. I'm a registered nurse. I worked in the ICU for 13 years. Pretty much any problem I can see with myself, I can take care of, which is eating right, keeping my weight right, eating good food, try not to stay away from the sugars and the breads and the starches and stuff like that. And a few years back, I went on basically nearly a carnivore diet. Now, I live on a beef farm here. I've got about 50-something cows out here roaming 150 acres. This is my dream. My dream is to farm, to live on this land, to live this way. And this is my retirement plan. This is my retirement all around us. I'm 48 years old. And this morning I got the news from my doctor, a very thorough doctor. Got up with me, says, look, he emailed me this morning. He's a friend of mine too. He texted me, you have the dreaded alpha-gal. And we pulled the lab work. I went into him. I told him I felt bad. I had found ticks on me numerous times on the farm. And I want you guys to know the symptoms of this so that if you're feeling this way, maybe you need to ask your doctor to run a tick panel on you. It's something important. They can check you for Rocky Mountain spotted fever, for Lyme's disease, and for alpha-gal. If you're in an area that has a lot of ticks, and ticks are becoming more and more and more prominent here in our country with the overpopulation of deer. So we are supremely overpopulated with deer here, and wherever the deer walk, they're dropping ticks everywhere. There are just ticks everywhere. Walk through tall grass around here, and you're going to be covered in ticks and little biting insects. Well, the rule on the farm is if it itches, investigate. And typically, as a nurse, I know this, Rocky Mountain spotted fever and Lyme's disease, typically the tick needs to be attached for several hours, up to 24, 48 hours, in order for this disease to get you. I think it's the same thing with alpha-gal. And I'm going to tell you when this happened. I had a tick in my belly button. And it's funny, kind of. I had a tick in my belly button, and I just happened to notice, like, my belly button itches. Yeah, it itches, whatever. I went on to bed, itchy belly button, no big deal. Thought nothing of it. The next morning, yeah, my belly button itches. Later that night, belly button itches. So I got in there, and I'm going blind. I'm 48 years old. I seem to be going blind, and I couldn't see. Like, I can't see down in my belly button. I can't get my head down there, right? So I'm looking down, and I'm like, I get my mirror out, and I'm like, there's a little black thing in there. That was the Lone Star tick. And the Lone Star tick was in my stinking belly button. And it set up camp in there. So I removed the tick, and if you don't know, don't just snatch a tick off. I like to take a little Vaseline or a little bit of Neosporin, and you dab it on the tick, or even lotion. Dab it on the tick, and they breathe through their skin, so you kind of drown the tick, and it'll release and push off of you and get that mouth, that biter off of you, okay? So I tried that. I couldn't get the tick off. I tried and tried, couldn't get it off. I used Neosporin. I filled my belly button with petroleum jelly, just trying to get this tick to let go. And that dude was buried up in there, man. So I got the tick off. Again, I've been feeling bad for quite some time. Here's what my symptoms were. And initially I thought ear, nose, and throat doctor, because something was going on with my throat, and I still have an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat doctor. I had initially gastric symptoms. So food wouldn't stay where it was supposed to. When I swallowed, I felt like I was it was getting caught in my throat. It was me being allergic to what I was swallowing, evidently. Food would go through quickly, okay, and release quickly. And I thought, man, something's just not right. Maybe I have irritable bowel. Maybe something's going on. So we did draw the lab work, and just to check and make sure everything was okay with me. And I do have an endoscope scheduled and the backside scheduled, but I think we've come to the bottom of what it all is. So it's alpha-gal. There's a lot of research that I'm going to have to do. I do have a health problem, guys, and this health problem could potentially shut me down on this farm. Just being around hooved animals such as pigs or sheep, lambs, goats, beef cattle, milk, dairy products, anything that comes from a byproduct of an animal that's hooved, I should not be around. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to feel this one out, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need your thoughts and prayers. I need your input. Please post some comments down there. Tell me what you think. I don't want to wear a hazmat suit to go take care of my cows, and I'm getting ready to go over there. I'm going to have to carry an EpiPen with me, I do believe, in case I have an anaphylactic reaction to the cows or an anaphylactic reaction to beef, or even if I'm in a restaurant where beef is cooked, it can affect me. It's just odd, guys. So I wanted y'all to know, I mentioned having a health problem the other day on the channel and trying to figure out what in the heck it was. I felt extremely drained for almost a year now, and I just attributed it to going through the breakup and makeup and breakup with my former spouse, the hard work on the farm, the hard work bringing you guys these videos, the mowing, the constant moving, the wake up at 5 a.m. and go to bed at midnight, work. And I thought I was just tired. But even though I went to the beach and took a week of total relaxation, I was still absolutely exhausted and still having these symptoms. So just be forewarned, if you find a tick on you and you have suspicion or you start feeling weak or you get a rash or anything, sometimes people eat meat, their throat will close up, sometimes they'll get a rash, sometimes they'll start itching, and there are just multiple symptoms of this disease. It evidently should clear up within a year or two. My stepfather had it 2 years ago, could not eat meat at all, like red meat. Now he can eat red meat. Everything's fine. He's gotten better, but there has to be some after effects of this, and I really have to do a lot of research on it. If any of y'all are suffering from alpha-gal and you have any tips or tricks, please post them down there in the comments section. I just wanted to come out here, sit down, and share with you the future of my cattle operation is hinging on no longer being here. It's the thing that I wanted to do the most in the world, and it seems it's being taken away from me. I don't know what else to say other than, guys, if you're having fatigue, if you're having these symptoms and you're out amongst the ticks, just really be vigilant. Cover yourself, put permethrin on, put whatever spray it is on you, whatever natural spray it is, and if it itches, for goodness sakes, investigate, and investigate better than I did, because if I would have looked a little further and seen that little rascal in my belly button, I probably wouldn't be dealing with this right now. I'll keep y'all updated on everything. I don't think I'm selling the cattle, man. I'm almost like I'm gonna put my foot down, but if it's gonna kill me, I'm gonna have to sell them. So I'm a little concerned. I just wanted to let all you guys know I had a lot of people, thoughts and prayers from the video where I mentioned I'm having a health problem, and this morning, I finally got the answers, and I've been sitting in front of my computer watching video after video and research, and I know a lot of you guys are suffering from the same thing, so please share this with me and share this video with like-minded people. Thank you guys so much for watching. At the end of this video, there'll be some awesome farm videos. Check them out. Got to get out here, got to get some mowing done here today, but I wanted to share this with you. My energy level is going to go up, I hope, and I'll keep you updated on my progress. My iron levels were really high, which is an indicator sometimes of inflammation, which could have been inflammation in my gut from eating meat that I'm allergic to. Really weird. This is such a strange disease. Ticks are serious, guys, so take them seriously and be sure you check your children. Be sure, because you certainly don't want this for your child. Thank you guys so much. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back here again. There'll be some awesome videos up here. You guys can check them out right at the end here, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. See you next time on the Stoney Ridge.
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. Woo!